In this recording, you will learn about the NC and CAPA module and its workflow in the Quality Management Suite. Let's understand what is NC and CAPA. NC, non-conformance. It allows documenting of the details related to the issues or defects that occurred, what was the cause of the issue, and the action taken. CAPA, corrective and preventive action. It allows documenting of the details like corrective actions that need to be implemented to rectify the issue, preventive action to ensure the issue does not occur in the future, investigation, and verification of the process. Why NC CAPA? Help organizations stay compliant with industry and regulatory standards. Reduce the risk of product failures. Addressing root causes helps in cost savings and increasing operational efficiency. Comprehensive documentation supporting tracking of issues that occur. Let's look into the product. We see the QC order has already been generated for the purchase receipt. We have entered the test result and done the evaluation, and here we see the QC order has failed. Now we will post the result and change the location of the item from quarantine to the location where we will do the further transaction. Let's select Material Review Board as the reason code. Now we will post it. Going to the QC order screen, we will generate an NC number for the lot by clicking on Create a NC for lot. Here we see that NC is created for lot and an NC number is generated. Also, NC can be auto-generated based on the settings done at NC Preferences screen. We will see this in the recording later. We can go to the NC transaction by clicking on the NC number to document the NC details. In the summary area, we see the NC number and QC order number on which the NC number is generated. Reported by an owner of the transaction. Source when the NC is generated. Here, while receiving items and performing receiving QC, the test failed, so we see receiving QC. Status of the NC document. Priority of the NC defines the level of risk associated with the issue that occurred. It can be high, low, or moderate. You can define and modify the priorities based on your specific requirements. NC reference document number denotes the document number where the NC is generated. Here it's the document number of the purchase receipt. We need to add NC details now. NC Details tab. Here you can see the customer, vendor, inventory, and lot number details. You can select the department who will check the issue. And you can select the NC category, which denotes the issues are critical, minor, or moderate as defined here. You can modify the NC category. Here, you can see the complete details of where the NC came from, including the lot details, and you can enter the additional details as well. Moisture content is high. Below you see the details of the test that failed. Check on process completed and click on Save to move next, to document the root cause of the issue. To move to next, you need to mark the current process as completed and save the record when documenting details for NC and CAPA. We can add the root cause and select the root cause. If you want, you can add additional comments. We will add a new root cause and enter the free text. Water content was more. Let's check on the RC completed and save it to move to the next tab of Action Taken. In the Action Taken tab, we will enter the action as a free text. I will enter, talked with the doc. We will add another one, and reviewed details with lab team. Now we will mark this action as completed, and save the documented details. In Event History, we can see who did what when. Before moving ahead with the CAPA transaction, let's see the NC Transaction Report. We can generate the NC Transaction Report, where we can see the information related to the details documented in the NC. It includes the NC number, QC number, document number, NC details that include the item code, lot number, test that failed, RC details, CAPA number generated, and action taken. Let's move to the RC Analysis tab again. And we will now generate the CAPA number for the NC document. We will click on the Add CAPA button. We see CAPA number is generated and assigned for this NC record. We will move directly to the CAPA entry screen and go to the CAPA number assigned. And we see the NC number linked to the CAPA document. CAPA document has a workflow of documenting the origination, investigation, corrective action, preventive action, and verification. In the Origin tab, we will add the information related to the origination of this CAPA. Issues occurred while receiving items. We will assign it to the individual we want. Select the category of CAPA. We will now select the CAPA type. We can indicate the start and end date. Select the reason code. We will check the action completed and save it to move to the Investigation tab. Here we can add a free text. While receiving the item temperature was not maintained. Check the action completed and save it. Let's move to the Corrective Action tab. Here we add a free text of corrective action to be taken to resolve the issue. We will receive the new lot and maintain the room temperature. We will check the action completed and save the record. Going to the Preventive Action tab, we can add free text details to ensure the issue does not occur next time. We will add and maintain the temperature while performing the QC test and storing items. We will check the action completed and save the record. Going next to the Verification tab, here we will indicate and validate that what we documented in CAPA is done and verified. We will add, discussed and directed to QC and lab team. Check the verification completed and save the record. All the NC CAPA details are now documented. In the Event History tab, we can see who did what when. Let's see the CAPA Transaction Report. We can generate the CAPA Transaction Report, where we can see the information related to the details documented in the CAPA. The report includes details of the origination of the issue, the investigation done, corrective and preventive action taken, and what we did to validate and verify the CAPA. Let's go to the sitemap and open the NC transaction screen. You can create a new NC transaction manually by clicking on the plus icon. Indicate the priority. Select the inventory. Add a free text related to the NC. Mark the process completed, and save it. The rest of the NC workflow is similar to what we saw in the recording. Similarly, you can create a new CAPA by going to the CAPA transaction screen. Click on the plus icon. Indicate the priority. Assign to the individual. Add CAPA category. CAPA type. Add a free text in the Origin tab. Mark the action completed and save the record. The rest of the NC workflow is similar to what we saw in the recording. Let's go to the main menu and look at the NC preferences. On the NC preferences, we can do a setup related to where and how we want the NC number to be generated. We saw that on receiving QC, the NC number was generated for the lot as we have selected by lot here for receiving QC. You can do the setup here as per your preference. You can select the type of QC, select by test or by lot. You want to generate the NC number for. If you select the test, the NC number will be generated for the specific test. You can also mark as auto-generate CAPA to generate the NC CAPA number automatically when you post the QC results. In this recording, we saw the NC and CAPA workflow in the Quality Management Suite. How you can document the details related to the NC and CAPA to ensure that effective measures are taken into consideration to meet the desired quality standards. Thank you.